Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Anecdotal Economist, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about physical bullion dealers. I've seen a few videos lately about online bullion dealers, but that's a topic for another day. Today I want to talk specifically about the physical bullion dealers and whether or not you can trust them and whether or not you should buy from them over an online dealer. And this is normally where I'd cue the intro, but I still don't have that, so let's get straight into it. When we're talking about physical dealers, they're very different than an online dealer. They have different things that are local to their market, local to their personalities, and so you just can't treat them the same as an online dealer. They're a very different vehicle to buy and sell, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't buy and sell from a physical dealer. In fact, I would say I prefer it, but I'll get into that later. First, I want to talk about why you can't trust these guys. And part of it is they're just always going to talk their book, or at least they're going to have the temptation to, and that may be hard to resist. Now, I'm going to say right now, I've seen a lot of very good dealers that have treated me well over the years. They've given me very fair pricing. And so I'm not saying you can't get good information from them, but I just want you to know that you can't assume that these guys are experts at predicting the prices just because they are a dealer. Being able to open a store and buy and sell gold and silver and do a good job and have good customer service and identify rare and exciting coins, well, that's just not the same thing as being good at predicting prices. We've got to keep that in mind when we watch all these YouTube videos that I see out there where it's like, bullion dealer says this or thinks that. Listen, I enjoy watching those videos as much as the next guy, and they're great. They're a different perspective and they add value, but you can't just take what they say and use that to make your decisions. I think most of us know that, but after seeing all the YouTube videos out there, I thought, maybe some people don't know it, and maybe it would be worth talking about. I gotta say, I'm surprised. This kookaburra actually has milk spots on it. You don't usually see that. Very interesting. Oh, it's not a kookaburra, it's a redback spider. That would maybe be why. Still surprised. So when we're talking about the physical bullion dealers, I think I've already hit the point home that you just can't trust them as experts in the industry. Now, that's not to say they don't provide a lot of valuable information, especially when you're talking about buying and selling physically. But when we're trying to talk about what the spot price is going to do, I would say more research is needed. You need more than just one data point there. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just listen to some random YouTube channel and let them tell you what to think. But now I want to flip the coin and talk about why you should go to a physical bullion dealer, because I believe physical bullion dealers need to be supported. It is a unique thing, in my opinion, in the United States. Not wholly unique. I've gotten lots of comments that apparently in Holland, Deutschland, and as well as Singapore and some other places, they have plenty of bullion dealers, just like the US. But I would say that the majority of countries, particularly in the Western world, do not have anywhere near the bullion network that we have and enjoy in the United States. And the reason we have that is because people continue to go there to buy and sell. And so I would encourage you to go out of your way to go to a physical dealer and support them, if for no other reason than because you want them to be there if and when things get difficult. You want to have that physical ability. You don't want to have to be shipping them through the mail. That's just my humble opinion, my 2 ounces worth, as it were. But that is what I honestly think should be considered. Even if their prices aren't always the best, I find for the most part, their prices usually are very, very competitive, particularly if you're buying 1 ounce or 2 ounces at a time, or maybe 1 ounce of gold. They're very competitive with the online dealer. It tends to be when you're buying in bulk that the online guys sometimes can beat them out. But I would highly, highly recommend supporting your local bullion dealers. And so I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm not going to go on and on about this, but I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you kind of pick up what I'm putting down? Do you agree, disagree that we should be supporting our local dealers? And when I say support, I don't mean charity. I don't mean give it away. I just mean go buy a few ounces there once in a while and make sure you're spreading the wealth around. So with that, I am going to get into my coin review. Today I have these Deutsche Mark, I don't know, what do they call these things? Dutch guilders, that's what they're called. So these are 10 guilders, and this particular one here is a 1912, if you can see that a little bit better now. And what's interesting is they actually made these for, I don't know, it was like a couple hundred years. These were the world currency at one point. Now, obviously not in the 1920s, but way, way, way back. I believe it was in the 1600s, prior to the 1600s, this was the world currency. Now, it may have looked a little different, and I believe they had silver ones as well. But they continued to produce that currency right up until 1933. Died out with the rest of them. And because of this, many Dutch people are actually very aware of gold. It is they may not be, unless they're stackers, they may not be quite as into it as the rest of us are. But if you ask the average Dutch person, they are aware of what gold is. They have it built into their culture, let's say, a little bit more than most. So I thought that was interesting, and I picked up a couple of these as mementos of that knowledge. So what can I say? These are just under a quarter ounce of gold. I don't know the purity's like 90% or 95, something like that. I can't remember the exact amount, so it's a little more durable. And they're highly collectible. They're stackable, much like a British sovereign or a quarter ounce eagle. I think they're a good size. I think they're cool, and I would recommend them. I think they're neat. They got the feminine touch, a little bit younger than the late Queen Liz. Wilhelmina is not the prettiest of names. I'm sure it sounds better in Dutch. But it is what it is. So I really enjoy these coins. You don't see them every day. I don't know if I've ever actually seen them on a video before. And I like to collect, different pieces of gold. So let me know what you guys think. Neat coins or not. That's my review for today. This has been the Anecdotal Economist. Again, coming up on 1,900 subscribers. No, sorry, I've passed it. I've passed 1,900. I'm getting close to 2,000 at this point. So I sincerely appreciate all the subscriptions that I have received. Very gracious of my viewers. I would just like to say thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to leave a comment, but you don't know what to say, you still want to support the channel, today's word will be gilder. Good luck spelling it. And with that, that's my 2 ounces worth. Thanks for watching. Remember, I'm pulling for you. And we're all in this together.
Kilogram, you're the dragon, you're the rabbit.
Okay, let's look at the money side now. Watch as I pull this bad boy out of here. Absolutely stunning once you get it out of the case. Feeling the weight of this in my hand. Oh, that's such a good feeling.
I never had enough gold.